The budget is a mess. I do believe that we need a forensic audit done, a forensic audit. They need to, checks and balances to be in place because we don't know where this money went. Looking on the website and looking at the different numbers and where money's going, it doesn't really explain a lot to me. So I want to know where this money went. So we need an audit, an outside agency to come in and audit and find out where this money is, and then put a good budget in place where it will help the citizens of Killeen, because we shouldn't have to pay for the mess that they made. We should have to do that. It's not our fault. It's not right. It's not right. So I just believe once the audit is done, then we can go from that point, because we got to find out where the money's being wasted.
So I'm very concerned as a citizen that we need to be participating in how our money is managed by the city council, which is, I understand these are good people, they are well-intentioned, but they need to find out where the problem comes from. Then we need to have some cuts on expenses that are not essential for the well-being of the citizens. Now in the future, they can be reestablished back, but now you had to go somewhere, and we all have to be willing to sacrifice. I'm a retiree, and I'm ready to sacrifice to pay more in whatever the council decided, but we need to know that in the future this is not going to continue. It's not like a cancer. This has to stop now.
A lot of residents are concerned about the budget because it's been several years that the city has been going on a decline, and now residents want to know what happened to the money, or the funds. And now it's getting to a point where they want to take from Peter to pay Paul, which is the residents, the taxpayers. Do I feel an audit should be done? Yes, but an outside audit, not an inside audit. And the thing is that I've heard that Mayor Segarra is part of the council that gets together to, I guess, choose who's gonna take over the audit or whatever. Well, to me, that's a conflict of interest.
I'm in favor of an external audit. I don't think anybody inside the city needs to be handling it. I think that's what got us into this trouble in the first place. So we need an external auditor to come in and take a look at everything. I think it's horrible that our police officers, our firefighters, our EMTs are worried about their jobs. I'm the spouse of a retired soldier, so we've had plenty of times where the government has threatened to shut down and cut off our pay. So I know what it feels like to be at home and be worried about whether you're going to go out and put your life on the line and not have a paycheck when you come home. The difference is that my husband was contractually obligated to go do it. These folks are still going to go do it just because it's the right thing to do.
I question why we've gone at least 3 years or more with being in the deficit. You don't run a household that way, you don't run a business that way, and you shouldn't run a city that way. So somewhere we failed in transparency. I think the citizens have a right to know. How do I feel cuts should be done? I think we should cut the economic development and Chamber of Commerce, not cut them all together out, but scale that way, way down. Put a freeze on hiring. Put a freeze on raises for the people that are making incredible amounts of money. Do not cut back on first responders. Do not cut back on first responders. I was at Metroplex when the shooting at Fort Hood occurred. We couldn't do it without our first responders. And we live in such a volatile age, and this is every crime known to man occurs right here. So we need those first responders. Again, it's hard to know where you're going until you know where you've been. And if we haven't seen an audit report for the last 3 years, then how do we know? Who got the raises? Who didn't get the raises? Do some developers still not pay an impact fee? If they do, why don't they? I mean, let's be fair with everybody.